Yeah.
Everyone has a different definition of luxury.
True.
So when they tell me that they want a luxury apartment, that's then where I have to be specific. So I'm like, okay, do you want a walk-in closet? Do you want all hardwood floor? Do you want a downtown view, a Galleria view? You know, once you start getting into those questions, mid-rise, high-rise, those type things, then people will start realizing, okay, wait, I actually don't want a luxury apartment. I just want a nice apartment.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Selling Houston podcast. I am your hostess with the mostess, Courtney Oconlamo and Broker Bay of Collective Realty Co. And I am joined by somebody that gives me the warm and fuzzies. Ever since I met Taylor Franks, who happens to be one of my top producing agents at the firm, she has always given me the warm and fuzzies. So when I was looking in my closet to see what I was going to wear today, this just made the most perfect sense. And then to walk in and see you in pink, I dropped.
We're meant to be. We're meant to be.
Forever.
Yes. Yes.
So
a gag.
Exactly.
A gag.
A total gag.
Love it. Love it.
So Taylor is one of my agents here at Collective Realty Co. She is an extreme value add to our business model as it relates to relocation in the luxury leasing sector. Of course, she sells homes too. However, today we are going to highlight a lot of her accolades as it relates to leasing in that luxury space. So, Taylor, tell the people who you think you are, because that's who I think you are.
Okay. So first, a little bit about me. I was a teacher before I got into real estate. So what's huge to me is service, acts of service.
I love that.
That's why I went from teaching to real estate, because, you know, you're still giving and helping.
Yes. 100%.
So I am just... just a servitude type person. I love helping people, love the Lord, love money. Sorry, Lord. But that's just who I am. I just want to help people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I like that. And I think you're being a little modest. So I'm going to let the people know. She is a TikTok phenomenon.
And I am.
Okay,
look. But y'all, I only have like my little 2,000 followers. But
how many views though? You have way more than 2,000
way more.
views.
I probably get over 100,000 views to my page.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yes.
I also find, I know we're getting a little bit ahead, but I'm just so excited about that part of you. I also find that a lot of your clients find you on TikTok because of just this whole vibrant personality. Yeah. I mean, you guys see the feathers, you see the pink,
you see it,
you see the personality, and it literally just shines through everything that you do. So I think that a lot of your, audience, they come to you obviously because you look great, but they also come to you because of you being a pit bull in a skirt as it relates to finding these places for them, getting them the best deal and price, and doing it the Tay way.
The Tay way.
So let's talk about that. What's the Tay way? Because that's your thing.
Yes. My thing, the Tay way, is just based on being authentically myself and just showing up and helping people. Yeah. And I don't mind calling. I don't mind showing up to properties for you. Yeah. I think that's why a lot of my clients love me, because they know I am the pit bull in a dress.
I love that.
I'm going to be beautiful, but I'm going to get it done. Whatever you need done, I'm going to get it done every time.
I love that. And we support that energy wholeheartedly at Collective Realty Co. A lot of our agents are women. We do have men at the firm too. But I think it's extremely important for us to make sure that we're letting young girls know that it is okay to be both. Yes. It is okay to be pretty and a boss. Yes. And you are the epitome of that. Now, you also have a boutique.
Yes, I do.
This is from
the Taylor Boutique, everyone. Taylor Boutique. It's in all of my social media links. So if you just click my link tree, you'll have the link to my boutique.
Yeah. Yes. So I love how you incorporate the two, and I'm sure that kind of garners you a lot of interest and eyes online. So I love that.
And it's also just unique. Just not a lot of, realtors own their own boutiques.
Yep.
And we,
Especially
as realtors,
clothing.
we love fashion. So I just thought this really goes hand in hand. So I'm happy I could serve both.
I love
If
it.
you can't buy the house, you can buy the dress.
I love that. So first of all, that should be your tagline, because when I saw you say that, I was like, that is genius.
And it's facts though.
Genius.
It's facts.
So how much does something like this cost?
So this is $200.
Okay.
That's affordable. I take
especially
Afterpay.
for the detail.
Yeah, Afterpay, Carlana,
Okay.
Bitcoin.
So you can
crypto, anything you need.
Crypto?
anything.
So are people legit paying in crypto for dresses?
They can. I have the option.
Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen it. But I have the, look, however you want to pay.
Yeah, there's a way.
There's a way.
I love it.
I got you.
Okay, so let's pivot back to leasing, because for me, as a top producing selling broker in the Texas area, I have only leased one apartment in my entire career. Actually, two now.
Okay.
One of them was a sister's referral. So, okay. Right. And then the second one was a client who I sold his house, and he just went out there, found it, and put my name down. Okay. So, guilty. I am green in luxury leasing. I am green in leasing in general as it relates to apartments. I do assist a lot of landlords with leasing out their properties. Right. That's more my steez. So why luxury leasing for you? How did apartments really become this big thing? And obviously it's not going away. Right. A lot of our relocators into Texas typically want to lease first. I usually convert a lot of them into buyers. But I would love to hear your story as to how you have been so successful at this, because every other day you are submitting an apartment lease to our firm to be processed. What the hell is going on?
So as I mentioned before, I taught first. Yeah. And while I was teaching, I decided, okay, I want to get into real estate. Okay. But I did not want to be a realtor yet, because I knew when you become a realtor, there's all this paperwork and there's more work involved, I would say. Right. So I found brokerages that only focused on apartment locating.
Love it.
So I got my, still have to take the test, do all that. And then while I was teaching, I was still able to do real estate by apartment locating. And because I was going slow, that allowed me to learn all these different apartment markets.
Interesting.
So
which markets would you say?
First I started with River Oaks. Okay. Because where I taught on my lunch break, I had a 2-hour lunch break. And on that lunch break every day,
2 hours
I would go out.
That's great.
I would go out and just look at apartments. Okay. Get content, just anything I could. Every second that I had, I would just go and do something related to real estate. Yeah. And so just slowly, I just started getting really
clients
good at
from
it.
That?
Yes, clients.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just posted every single day on TikTok, every single day. And then next thing you know, I'm getting 5 leads a day. Yeah. And it just got big.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing consistency. Yep. I'm hearing sowing seeds, planting seeds, showing up even when the leads weren't coming. Yep. And then all it takes is that, one day or that one pop in the algorithm to just kind of change what your pipeline looks like. So you mean to tell me that you were getting 5 leads a day on TikTok?
A day.
Okay, so let's dial it back, because now this is coming to me. So you remember when we had our one-on-one when you first got here? Yep. And yes, you were getting 5 leads a day. Yes, you were going crazy with leases. However, we specifically talked about how you were streamlining and structuring your intake process, your consultation, if you will. Tell me a little bit about, because I remember the conversation vaguely, but only you really know your story. Okay. So tell me about what we had talked about in that one-on-one in terms of you basically turning that to what it is now. Yeah, because it's much better now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say the biggest thing that you told me from that was to kind of not condense down my apartments, but just really focus on the ones that I knew that were great for my clients, good property management. Perfect. They paid well, just focusing down. And once I focus down and I only have 5 to 10 apartments for each market, right? Then
for each market.
For
That's
each market.
Crazy.
Yes, each market. Okay. So wherever you live, I have an apartment for you. Yeah, I have an apartment for you.
Okay, so you whittled it down.
And so based on my new client inquiry that people would fill out from my TikTok, I automatically know exactly where I'm going to send you.
Okay.
And I've been to these places before. So I don't have anything on my list that I've never been. So I can actually speak to, oh no, this apartment actually is awesome.
Right.
So just putting that confidence in just me into it, that's what gets people to lease.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically you trimmed the fat and you became more specialized into certain buildings, certain management companies,
and learning property management, getting cool with some of the like leasing agents, that definitely helps.
Wow.
And I'll just say this, like once you get cool with a leasing agent, that's really when magic happens.
We're going to keep that magic to a minimum. We can't share all of your trade secrets for a few reasons. You already know the main reason.
Y'all don't take my stuff.
Exactly.
So
we're not going to do all that. But I love that you were able to see how well you were doing before you got here and still had an opportunity to kind of look at how to make it better.
Yes. You definitely helped with that. Thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I just couldn't really specifically remember how, you kind of turned it into a better way to work for you. So that's amazing. So tell me a little bit about why you think the luxury real estate market in terms of leasing is taking off to a different level. Why do people want to lease? I'm a buy girl. Like I need you to at least be planning to buy, even if you're going to rent maybe short term or maybe for 1 to 2 years, get your feet wet here. Why do you think the rental market is so hot? Like I've always tried to figure it out. I can't get away from it, which is why we have a leasing division, et cetera.
I think it's because of the aesthetics of these apartments, as well as just the amenities. Crazy. Honestly, when it comes down to it. Because people want views. They want the downtown view. And Houston is so hot. So they want the pool without the maintenance.
Okay.
They want the nice gym that's overlooking downtown. There's just so many amenities. Wow. And apartments will do events. Again, property management really, really matters.
Yeah.
And so if you have a great property management and a great maintenance team, I mean, why would you? Most people don't want to buy if they have all these awesome amenities and incentives
at their fingertips.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And like for penthouses, they offer specific thing if you lease at a penthouse. Okay. So like concierge specifically for you, a butler specifically for you. For you in your unit. Okay, like they'll have people that'll go shopping for you. They'll clean your shoes for you. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
And it's included in the rent?
And it's included in the rent. Yes, it is. Penthouse.
What? Okay, so have you leased a penthouse today?
No,
yet?
I'm working on it.
You have one right now?
I have one right now.
Are you serious?
I have one right now. I don't want to tell you.
What market?
River Oaks.
I see the Taylor coming out. She's coming out. Okay, so it's in River Oaks. You're working on the penthouse.
Yes, she's leasing. She's moving in March. So we're applying. She sent me the apartment last night. Okay. So we should be. They can hold for 30 days. So we're waiting until February.
Right? Isn't that different?
Yes, that is different.
That's different. And what price point? Like if you want to lease a penthouse in Houston in the hottest market, which is River Oaks, it sounds like. What does that start at?
Starting $5,000. Which is phenomenal.
5,000.
That's phenomenal.
And that's a one bedroom? Penthouses never have a one, right?
No,
they never have a one.
That's a two.
So that's a two. And everything is just state of the art.
Oh my gosh, yes. Beautiful.
And you've seen this one?
Yes. Okay. We have toured it. Wow. I went on a penthouse tour with her. We went around many properties in Houston.
So she was not out of town. She was here. So you were able to do it because I know you do a lot of virtual tours.
Yeah, but she's not from here. And I will say that everyone that I meet, they're not from here. So they may live here, but they're still really not familiar with the area. Yeah. So they're still having to ask me like, oh, Taylor, what do you think about A, B, C, and D?
Right.
So,
and that's why, it's always funny to me when I hear about different real estate markets outside of Texas that may have had a little bit more of a struggle getting through COVID, getting through, the different things that have happened within the last few years, high interest rates, et cetera. And one thing that has set the Texas market apart from all others is that we are growing exponentially in population in all of our real estate regions. So we are not having a shortage. We are not having an issue. We have room for you. Yes. And I know everybody's making those memes. Houston is full. We are not full.
We're not.
Look at your camera, Taylor. We are not full. please come. Please continue to come.
Please.
So we're not full. We're not having the issues that a lot of other real estate markets are experiencing. And for that reason, we're still experiencing multiple offer situations. We're still experiencing an influx of people moving into Houston.
Yep.
And now, obviously, Dallas, too. They're even bigger than we are at this point as it relates to the population that's moving in because of a lot of businesses that are gravitating to there. So please, please, please know that we are not full.
Come on.
Okay, so enough about that. I want to kind of get down and dirty into like the dirty secrets of leasing, if you will.
Okay.
So what are like some of the common misconceptions that people have when they contact you to lease places? For example, we have luxury leasing consultation on our, booking link, and I will have people book that and then let us know that their budget is $1,400, right?
Right.
So that's just an example. So I'm curious, what does that look like for you? What do you say to these individuals? Because of course we still help within that price point,
right,
but we have to manage expectations too.
Yes.
What does Tay say?
So that's great because I get the same thing.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different definition of luxury.
True.
So when they tell me that they want a luxury apartment, that's then where I have to be specific. So I'm like, okay, do you want a walk-in closet? Do you want all hardwood floor? Do you want a downtown view, a Galleria view? Once you start getting into those questions, mid-rise, high-rise, those type things, then people will start realizing, okay, wait, I actually don't want a luxury apartment. I just want a nice apartment.
Okay, so should we make that a sector? I want a nice apartment. Like, is there a sector name for it? Is there like an official name if we don't want something that is quote unquote luxury? I would love to know.
That's a good question.
But you haven't
I don't know because if you really look at apartments, they're all marketing as luxury. And that's what makes it difficult. Maybe
that's the issue.
Yeah.
Maybe the apartments are the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So
because honestly, there's only a couple luxury apartments in Houston.
Okay.
A couple. Most of the apartments here are just really nice. They're just nice, great apartments.
Okay. So can you name drop your favorite luxury apartment building?
Luxury is going to be Brava.
Okay.
The Southmore.
Okay.
Westcott.
So you know a lot. I asked for
the
one.
Hanovers. All the
Yes. Okay, all the Hanovers.
All of them.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's actual luxury.
Okay. So somebody wants to relocate here. They make $50,000, $60,000 a year and their budget is $1,750.
Okay.
Where do you send them? Go.
For $1,750, I'm going to send you to an Alexan. I think Alexans are just a great medium between luxury and it's a still really good, nice apartment. So I'm going to take you to the Alexan.
Okay.
But
and they have a lot of communities, right?
Yes, all over Houston.
Okay.
So
what do you like about
bougie
them?
On a budget?
Is it okay? So it's most bang for your buck.
Yes.
They still have all the amenities. Yep. They still are well taken care of.
Yep.
What do you not get? Do you not get the walk-in closet? Do you not get the hardwood
floors?
So
you're not getting okay, this is good.
I know.
So what you're not getting is some of the amenities that would be in an actual luxury apartment. So for instance, at Brava, I mentioned you can get like a shoe cleaning, right? Okay. You have personal shoppers. At Alexan, you're not getting the personal shoppers, the shoe cleaning. You're not getting that.
Yeah. Wow.
Or the valet. You're not getting
so
that.
The valet is also a big deal. Okay. Yeah. I've heard about that. Okay. So where do you see, especially considering that $1,750 is kind of high for most people, right? Like, do you see us going in the same direction and trajectory as we see home prices appreciating? Are leases and lease amounts, are they kind of going upwards? They are.
Absolutely.
So how do you prepare your clients for that? Like, do you pay more attention to their income? Are you looking into their debt like you would for a buyer consultation? Or you just kind of let the apartments handle that, but you just manage expectations in terms of what they're looking for?
Definitely managing expectations. And I also let everyone know, like, your rent is going to increase. Every year it's going to increase. Okay. So you need to also mentally prepare that just because you're getting this special now or this market rent now, it will not be the same next year. It'll only keep going up.
Okay. And that's very similar to buyers, right, that are purchasing properties. We talk to them, especially if they're buying new construction properties. We talk to them about, the potential increases in property taxes, even insurance. Insurance is dirt cheap for new construction properties, but it doesn't stay that way forever, right? So you need to prepare for those types of increases too. Okay, so these buyers or these tenants rather that come in, they want to lease. Let's say they have a budget of like $2,000 or more.
Okay, beautiful.
Are you talking to them potentially about buying?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And
absolutely.
What do they typically, like, what's the top 3 reasons why they say, no, not now, I'd rather go ahead and rent?
So most of my leads from TikTok are relocation.
Okay.
So it's just simply like they don't know the area.
Yeah.
They just don't know the area.
Yeah.
They do not feel comfortable fully committing to something like that.
Yeah.
Another thing that I do get is credit, but I let them know about, like, come on, I know about credit.
Right.
Like,
right.
come on.
We can fix that.
And it also, if you got into this apartment, you're fine. Your credit is fine if you got into this apartment.
That's actually a really good point, because even to go back to what you just first said, when my relocation clients are coming into this market, we do have a series of things that we kind of go through. And when I break it down and say, hey, listen, you do know that you're going to commit to this apartment for a year. You're probably going to end up renewing. So you're kind of committing to it for 2 years.
Right.
If something happens with this house that you purchase, we can turn it into a rental property. We can sell it for you. Obviously, the rental property is going to be more lucrative and ideal. But when I mention those things, for some financially savvy clients, they typically flip the switch and they're like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I thought that I had to live here forever once I purchase it, especially with our millennials and Gen Z. They really don't know that it's even an option. So I was just wondering if any of them ever kind of bring up, what does that look like? Are there any alternatives and that kind of thing? So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
I would
it.
say but honestly though, like the biggest thing is just
The area.
The area.
Yeah.
They don't know the area.
Yeah. And that's why I think that leasing is just going to be around forever.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I've realized quickly, like, even though it's not for me and it's not something that I, kind of gravitate my clients towards, it's not going anywhere.
No.
There are always going to be more people that can afford to lease versus purchase. They are less likely to, be someone that you need to prod into it because they already need a place to live.
Yes.
So I get it. And that's why I just love having your expertise. You knock it out of the park every single time.
And do.
It's just crazy. And for you to kind of you've only been licensed for how long?
My second year is coming up in like April. So
Wait,
I'm almost to 2 years.
You're not even 2 years?
No. April will be 2 years.
What? Okay. Wow.
Yes.
And how many units, do you know your counts? How many units have you leased to date?
Oh, over
You don't
20
even
for
know.
last year. Yeah, definitely over 20.
No, to date.
To
I mean,
date?
like, even from your previous firm.
Oh, I have not even
You didn't
counted.
even count those?
Uh-uh.
Wow.
I haven't even counted.
Okay. Yeah, you don't count them. I mean, Taylor was the girl submitting invoices in January for November, December leases.
Yes. Yes.
Like, what?
I
And
just
then
give
saw
myself a
them.
goal each month.
And
So
then-
each month I always try to hit at least 5.
Do you increase it?
Yes.
Okay.
But my bare minimum is 5. That's how I know I'm doing okay. Like, I'm doing
So
5.
talk to the agents out there. How can they lease 5 properties a month?
Okay.
Because you do that.
Yes.
You do that consistently?
Yes.
Crazy. So tell them.
So my biggest tactic is through my social media, through TikTok. If you pay attention, most realtors, we all do post the same thing.
Right.
We really do. But what makes me different is my voiceovers and the conversation that I'm having with my audience through my voiceover.
Okay, stop. Okay, so I want you to continue your tactics, but can my audience hear your voice, because it's so funny? I need you to bring it. So just do one little quick voiceover, and then I'm gonna go back into your tactic.
Okay,
It's so
What did I
funny.
just
Please
say? What did I
wait.
just say?
I was on it last night too, by the way, because it was just so funny. I can't.
Wait, I forgot what I said.
Just say anything. The girls need to know.
Oh yeah, okay. So let me tell you what the girls need to know, okay? And this is the takeaway, and this is coming from me to you, because I want you to be successful. So I would say for you is if you want to stand out on social media when it comes to real estate, you have to put your own into it.
Yes.
For me, I love voiceovers, and voiceovers is how I can talk to my audience and I can set myself apart.
Right.
So I end up getting these leads because I talk about my experience here moving to Houston. I'm not from here. I've lived here for 6 years now.
Wow.
So people want to hear about that. They
do.
want to hear my experiences. And that is how I'm able to get what I get and be as successful as I am.
There it is.
It's just by
I
being
see it. It's
me.
a lot of this. It's now listen, and those nails, please let them see them. It's so funny.
Y'all see that?
So please tell them, what's your Instagram and your TikTok?
Both Instagram and TikTok is the Taylor Franks.
The. Don't forget the
THE. The Taylor Franks.
I love it. I love it. I know that you bring your personality wherever you go.
Yeah.
But seeing it on social media, it just kind of comes to life. It's so animated. And I think that the voiceovers really do you well because you are not annoying. Your voice makes people want to keep scrolling and keep listening to it. And you're so animated. It sounds good. Of course, you're beautiful, so that helps too. But it's not one of those annoying voices where it's like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going, to the next person. So it really does serve you. Okay.
Thank goodness.
So in addition to the voiceovers, in addition to the TikTok videos, is there anything else you can tell the agents that they need to be doing to lease 5 properties a month?
Oh, you immediately need to follow up with your clients. There's no such thing as waiting.
Jesus help
It needs to be immediately. For a buffer on my... For a buffer for my new client inquiry, I'll put 24 hours, but I'm not waiting 24 hours unless, as Courtney knows, I am sick from time to time. So if I get sick, I'll let my client know. But however, immediately.
And 2 things. Number 1, with these leads do not wait.
Yes.
So if you're not contacting them almost immediately after they contact you, they move on. And they actually get pretty shocked and pretty impressed by the individuals that reach out to them the quickest, even though it's what we're supposed to be doing. They don't know any better, them as in our clients. So they actually find it extremely rewarding for us to follow up so quickly, which means what? They refer more people to you. They are happy to work with you. Even if 5 other realtors contact them after you did, you now become the queen bee because you reached out to them first. There are just so many different things that come from reaching out to leads immediately. So I love that you're doing that. And then let's kind of take a little bit of a turn.
Okay.
Because I'm so excited to have you here and you're just so happy all the time. But you're sick.
Yes. Y'all, I'm sick.
From time to time.
Yes.
And I feel like you've been doing better. Know you have the support here, so please don't make your clients, wait if you need help. And I know I've told you that before too. But what are you struggling with? How has it gotten better?
So for those who don't know, I have something called Crohn's disease, which is an inflammatory disease. Yeah. Mine is pretty mild. It's basically, if you don't know what it is, basically a food disease, honestly. So
I didn't realize it was strategically food disease.
Oh, yes. It's 100% food.
Okay.
And then if you're stressed, like let's say if I were to eat a hamburger right now and I'm stressed out, just call the ER. Go ahead, call the ER. Go ahead, roll me in. Wow. Because that is how bad the disease can affect your body. Okay. So I'm doing wonderful.
I know you navigated so effortlessly.
But because of Courtney and automating my list and streamlining, I'm still able to be successful while being sick. Wow. And that was my biggest thing. So those 5 clients a day I'm getting, I'm in the bed. Yeah. So that was, blessings, because that was just, I'm in the bed every day, but yet my TikTok is blowing up. I'm getting all these leads, but I'm so sick. But the automation, I'm able to do my job from my bed. Wow. I already have the videos of these properties. I already been to these properties.
Right. And you probably have a whole organized system at this point.
So now if someone reaches out to me, it's super easy to just, okay, here you go.
Right. At least to do the first touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Well, I definitely wanted to check in on you because I know you've been doing so much better lately, and I don't know what you've changed and switched up.
Medicine.
But so that's what it is. So it's working, and I'm so sorry that you deal with that.
Look, I'm happy to be here, y'all. I'm happy to be here.
I know. And it's just nice to see you happy, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so girl, so I know I got you kind of, out of your element. Now we're going to have a little fun.
Okay.
They're not really fun for me, but my guests typically like them. So we're going to play a little game. My sister, who happens to be one of the executive producers of the podcast, is going to be facilitating the game. Don't piss me off today. Taylor's going first. Those are the rules.
Okay.
All right. Don't piss me off. That was rule number 1.
Okay, as your little sister, I will certify that I get to you off.
Okay, really? Are you kidding me?
All right. So,
oh.
Okay, so as your little sister, I am able to piss you off. So let's get this game started. So how it will go, this is called This or That.
Okay.
So it's not like a win or lose. It's just going to be difficult trying to answer these questions, right? Both of you guys will have to answer. Let's get that first question started. It is new. Thanks, fresh.
Okay.
Okay, so a man who pays for everything but is emotionally unavailable, or a man who believes in 50-50 but is emotionally available.
Girl, bye. Who doing this first?
Oh.
Yeah, we should have been doing this. I don't know what the other games was about.
How about you answer the question?
Who's first?
It could be you since you're talking.
This is a hard one.
Okay, so we about to really do this?
Yeah, like this is a good one.
And I created the question.
So remember, this is if I were single because I'm married and the responsibilities of my household are sacred. So we keep it that way. However, before I got married, I would 100% be a little more interested in emotionally unavailable as long as he's not married. Like I'm not dating a married man. I don't condone that. I don't think it's great. However, if he was working too much, right? Because I would say that emotionally unavailable probably means that. And, I can get some things taken care of in my life because I'm busy too. And I was busy before I got married too. So I would have to take that.
Okay. Y'all, I'm not taking that.
You're not taking what?
That. I'm not doing the more money for
clap.
I'm
in
not
the
doing
mic,
that.
honey. Clap in the mic. But keep going, Taylor.
No, I've dated unemotional.
Oh, so you've done it before.
I've done that, and
I don't know that I
doing
necessarily
that.
have. Wow.
No, it's horrible.
So what are they doing? Just writing you a check?
No. Remember the love of my life in Dallas?
Yeah.
He was emotionally unavailable.
Okay.
So I'm in love with you, and you don't love me?
Oh, I
That's
didn't know
not gonna
that's
work.
what that really meant.
That's what that means.
Oh,
That's not
I
gonna work
thought
for
that
me.
It meant that they're too busy for you.
No, honey, not that they don't have the time. They're
my bad.
emotionally unavailable.
Can I get a redo?
No.
Well, you know what? My mind still kind of gravitates a little more towards the other one.
that.
Until I get married, because when I get married, that's just unacceptable. I can't do that.
Right.
But for the dating girls out here, maybe it's something you want to consider.
You're a strong one if you
I
do that,
said
girl.
it.
You strong.
You
said it.
strong. I agree, Taylor. All right, the next one. Have a maid come to your house once a month or skip the line to every event you go to.
Oh, a maid. Are you kidding me?
Gosh, skip the line.
Really?
I had a thing. But okay, I love theme parks. Like I love going.
Taylor, really?
So
You are
I'm
lying.
like, y'all, Harry Potter World. If I don't have to wait in line, I'm not gonna wait in line.
Where is Harry Potter World?
In Orlando.
Really?
Florida. Yes.
Has anybody ever heard of that?
Universal
Underground
Studios.
has
Universal
Harry Potter.
or-
Universal Studios.
Universal. Yeah.
Yeah, has
Harry Potter
And I'm
World?
obsessed.
I never knew that. Okay.
So you know
interesting.
what? Me, forget the maid. I want those tickets. I want the skip the line.
So I'm going to take the maid. And guys, let me tell you a quick story. We just got back from Dallas having our grand opening. Shout out to the Dallas office, Collective Realty Co. And my dad at the last minute is like, hey, I'm going to drive back and stay at your house for a little bit. And I'm like, okay, cool. call my maid because she ain't been there in probably like 2 months because I just been going nuts at home. And she came, cleaned everything. We walked into the house. I had been gone for an entire week. My kids and my husband were in that house for a week without me. I didn't know what the hell I was going to walk into. Hell, I didn't know what she was going to walk into. And she didn't finish until 7 p.m. Bless her heart. But I walked into a clean home. Yeah. So as for me and my 3 kids and my crazy husband, I'm taking the maid every day, every time.
Yeah.
So
see, y'all, I don't got that. I don't live that lifestyle.
You sure don't, girl, because you get to come home alone.
Just
and not
to the dog,
whatever the
to
hell.
my dog.
You have a dog?
I have a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So you don't put your dog online, do you?
No.
What, you saving your dog?
No, he's just so quick story.
Is he grumpy?
No, I named him after Kodak Black, and that's where I messed up. His name is Koda, and that guy is wild in real life. No, he's
black
white.
Fur? Okay, white.
So Kodak Black is his father.
Oh my god!
And he is just, I should not
is
have
he
done
cute?
that. He's super cute.
You have to.
So bad.
You've got to show him more. I bet you'll get probably some more clients too if you put him on your TikTok.
You know what? You're right.
You need to think about that.
That's a good idea.
I did not know she had a dog. Okay, my bad. Sorry. I know this is your game segment, Cece.
No, this is great. I'm liking the feedback of what this game is creating
I
and
need
the
more.
conversations.
Yes, love this game.
I enjoy it. So our last or that. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not crazy. Our last this or that question. Okay. Retail clothing, and by retail, it's giving Marshalls, TJ Maxx. That's all you can get, and designer shoes, or designer clothes, and the shoes have to be Marshalls, Target, TJ Maxx. Which one we going with?
Everybody knows the answer to this.
The first
Do
one.
they?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
Shoes matter.
150%.
Shoes matter.
Shoes and accessories matter.
Yes.
Especially with all the dupes, that people are making and all of the different body types. Shoes are going to be shoe sizes regardless, right? But clothes, you kind of have to have a little bit more flexibility in that. But no, it's shoes, accessories all day long. Duh.
Tay Boutique.
Duh too?
Plugging in Tay Boutique. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. So Taylor Boutique, y'all get into it. She's cute. She's beautiful. She's for the classy girl. You have an event to go to.
Girl.
Yeah. Taylor Boutique's for you.
Damn. Yeah. It's really giving. Yeah. It's giving. So girl. So I'm happy that we got to play that game.
That was a fun game.
Them other games she be having. Sometimes they're a little fun. Sometimes they're a little not. Okay. But a lot of times I lose. So that could be why.
Okay.
This one wasn't a win or lose. This was more of like showing our, dirty laundry a little bit.
Yeah, I
so
like this one though.
I'm going to get some flack for that emotionally unavailable situation. But not the shriek. Did you...
Yikes. It's
but
okay,
you know
though.
what? Coming from a girl that has never really had that opportunity, you never know what you don't have, right? And you've had it, so you've experienced it. But let's be honest, most of these young girls out here, that is what they think is the way to go.
Yes.
So thank you for letting them know that it just doesn't
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's
Per
not worth
se.
it. Yeah.
But I need everybody to know where to find you, how to connect with you. I have a feeling that this is a really good opportunity for you to potentially, I've been telling you this, I tell a lot of my rising star agents this, a team. Taylor needs a team. Anybody getting 5 leads a day, 2 years into their real estate career, you couldn't possibly be giving all of them the attention that they probably deserve. And you need a team. So tell everybody where to reach you. Obviously, you're going to have everything that you need to start your team and get it underway by way of Collective Realty Co. 100%. But tell everybody where to find you.
Y'all can find me on Twitter. Oh, I do have a Twitter. Hold on.
You have a Twitter?
I do.
Hold on. What's the Twitter?
No, not the Twitter.
Yes, you do.
Look, y'all, not the Twitter. Not the Twitter.
Look, Tristan about to go find y'all on Twitter.
Not the Twitter.
Ooh, I got to see this.
Y'all
can only imagine. I recently went private on Twitter.
And that's...
You saw that?
I need to go private on Twitter.
I was out my business.
Yes.
honestly.
And that's what Twitter is for. Twitter's for me. So you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at the Taylor Franks. And my link tree's in there, so you can find my boutique as well as my posh closet, as well as my schedule a complimentary consultation with me. Everything you need is in my bio.
Love it.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that's how you reach Taylor. And I just want to thank all of you for tuning in once again. Here on the Selling Houston podcast, I'm constantly looking to find individuals like this that help us to educate, empower, and inform our audience. And you have done just that today. So thank you for being here.
No, thank you.
And until next time.